I am going to check into inpatient rehab for anywhere between, I'm assuming, 45 and 60 days. This has been a long time coming, and I'm thankful that I've come to the space internally that I know that I can't stop drinking on my own, and I'm not making any progress with my addiction, with my alcoholism. It's getting worse, and the writing's on the wall so aggressively, and I'm so pitifully hopeless out here trying to drink less, not drink, get sober, that I need a higher level of care. And so I wanted to touch base with you guys at least once before I go in. You know, the gig is up. My drinking is spiraled out of control. My ability to function is just increasingly gotten worse, to the point where anymore I'm drinking 5 to 6 days a week, 12 to 15 standard drinks per binge each night. And I'm in bed every day till 2, maybe 3:30, just detoxing and sweating and trying to sleep and rehydrate and stuff. And then from there, I'm just trying to hold together my evenings as a CrossFit coach. And this channel went, as you guys who've been with me for a while know, I mean, there's nothing going on this channel. I'm treading water on this channel, you know, and that's been hard. And then my other commitments, my other interests, and my marriage and my other business. Did I say that? My life's just falling apart, and I wanted so very much to figure things out without going to rehab. I didn't want to have to go to rehab, but I'm screwed. I'm screwed, and I'm very confident I cannot get sober unless I go somewhere. And get the claws of addiction are in me too tight. They're just in me too tight. So yeah, I'm trying to get my ducks in a row right now. I'm just trying to get things ready and in order. But it's a really good thing. I'm bummed that it came to this, intellectually speaking, but emotionally speaking, and in general, if I can objectively look at where I'm at, I don't judge myself for this. I'm not mad at myself. And I'm not embarrassed or ashamed that I need this help. It's been very humbling to get my ass kicked by alcohol so aggressively these past few months in particular, but since I relapsed back in April. You know, in many ways, I'm just excited because there's hope again. Like, it's been so hopeless and so bleak, being stuck in this perpetual cycle, like I just said, of being hungover all day, and my self-esteem being in the toilet, and my physical health struggling, and I'm gaining some weight, my anxiety is getting bad, and my depression's struggling, you know, my marriage, my poor wife. It's very hard to stay close and connected to someone when they're actively in their disease, which I have been, and so that breaks my heart, but then I just keep drinking anyway. It's all been tough, and so I'm just so excited to feel that hope again that I believe will be restored once I can dry out, which is why I believe I need a proper facility, and then, you know, and I can take a bird's eye view at what's happened and where I'm headed and what I need, and just have a chance at meeting myself again and getting better and having a real life, because this is no life. This is no life. This sucks. This sucks. It's a very isolating space I've been in. But whatever, we got to this point. I'm not dead yet. I haven't killed anyone yet. My marriage is still intact. I still, you know, to the best of its ability. We still love each other. We still want to be together. We just know that I need help. But you know, I have a home. I have you guys. I have most of my friends. Lost a couple. I've lost a couple recently. You know, things are relatively pretty good, and it's gonna put me in a financial hole, and I will be excited to dig out of that as a sober person who's very capable and functional and ready to interact with the world and be useful and all that stuff. So I'm not worried. I'm not worried about the money. I'm just excited to be free of myself, free from myself. It's such a trip to to not know what you're going to do at any given moment, and to not be able to rely on yourself at all for anything for as long as I've been in this space. It's crazy. So I've been sober before, I've accumulated a year plus of recovery multiple times. We have work ahead of us, but at least we're working towards a real life, not just a life of getting drunk, recovering, trying not to drink, and drinking more, and then being mentally, physically, and emotionally unavailable almost entirely. So at this point, I'm not sure if I'm making any sense. I'm on a bender. I mean, I'm not drunk right now, but I'm hungover and my anxiety is really high. And of course, ever since I finally surrendered to my wife and I was like, I need help. I cannot get sober on my own. Please, I asked her, I was like, just please give me your blessing to go into treatment. I told her I was so afraid that I was just going to sit here in this space for another month or 2 or 3 or a year maybe. Like, I didn't know how much longer I could just exist like this. But truthfully, what scared me like a lot was this idea that I would just melt here for who knows how much longer and get that much more addicted and cause that much more wreckage. How much longer could I just sustain this blah existence of being drunk and hungover all the time and not wanting to participate and do anything? And the idea that it would be a long time sounded like torture. So the fact that I got to a space where I was like, okay, I'll do it. I'll go to rehab. I'll do whatever. I need help. I have to make the stop. That's a great thing, because willingness is a fickle bitch. And I wasn't willing even a couple months ago, and I thought I was not doing well. And then it was time to go to rehab, and I was like, nope. And now I'm like, okay, yep, because this shit is gonna kill me, and it might do it slow. I might have one of those, like, first you lose your wife, and then you lose your career, and then you lose your health, and then you lose your family, and now you're losing your home, and now you're who knows what, right? Like, it seems possible. So in I go. They did hint that I may be able to touch base with you guys in a few weeks from inside. That surprised me. They were curious about how I make my living, and when I told them how, they kind of imply that maybe I could continue to talk to you guys. And so if that's the case, then God willing, we're going to touch base in a month or something like that. And I'm going to be worlds better than I am present day. But if not, know that I'm turning in my keys. I'm headed to rehab, and I'm thankful and excited to hopefully feel some peace and get back on track and figure out who I really am again. So if you're the praying type, say a few prayers for my wife and I. Know that I'm thinking about you, and I appreciate you guys. And I know that this channel's been rough for a while. It's been rough. But my hope is first I got to take care of me, and then maybe I can once again feel useful in so many ways, including being on this channel. But it is a good day. My head is not hung low. It's a great day. It's a day that I finally admitted I needed help. And it's a beautiful thing. I'm proud of myself for that. So we'll talk soon. And yeah, wish me luck.